82-52, Colorado improves to 5-1 with a win over Northern Colorado. Ryan, not a whole lot to talk about after this one. I guess the one negative would be the fact they had 18 turnovers and maybe let their foot off the gas pedal for just a brief time there in the second half.
Yeah, Tad called their 12 turnovers in the second half a terrible number. They just, it's human nature. I think everyone kind of sees it. You're up by 30 and you kind of just want to coast and you want to throw lobs and, hit your threes, but it just, you slow down and your legs kind of come out from under you on a Sunday afternoon. But the fact that they never really let it get out of control, the lead never got below 20 or anything like that. They let off the gas. They didn't play sharp basketball, but they kept it together completely, and they didn't, they weren't letting them go off on the other end and hit a bunch of threes and string that together. So it wasn't that concerning to me, but you saw Tad make sure that it didn't get to that point, which isn't something you always see from him.
Yeah, that's something we heard from Tad Boyle in the preseason. He used the words, "I'm going to take the bull by the horns this year." I asked him about that after the game, and he said, yeah, I didn't do that enough last year. And so he said basically how they're playing at that moment is going to dictate his mood rather than the scoreboard. And I think if you're consistent with that, your guys will eventually pick up on that and go, we don't want coach to get mad at us, so we're not going to have that lull anymore. Wesley Gordon, 15 rebounds in this game. Back-to-back really good games out of the junior big man.
Yeah, and I think it's hard for fans to grasp it because he still looks the same. It's not like, when he has a good game, he's jumping up and he's crazy. He's still just Wes, going up and down the court. But you look at the stat sheet, he's bringing in all the rebounds. He had a very efficient game from the floor, hit a couple, mid-range jumpers, made his free throws. He missed the last one to give him a double-double. He joked if he knew that was for the double-double, he would have made it. But all around, a very solid game from him, and I think you're seeing him come into it a little more, and maybe it was just a slow start to the season for him. But, people talking of him being the second best player on the team, you can see him at least getting back into a form where that can be an argument to be made again.
Colorado made nearly half their shots in this game, and while UNC made less than a third of their shots. Ryan, what else do you take away from this game? It's one of those games where basically what we needed to see happen aside from that quick lull in the second half. Is there anything you can really build off this game?
No, I just think it's great to see them continuing to shoot the ball from the perimeter at a good clip. Mm-hmm. I keep thinking, maybe it's a fluke to start the season and they're going to come back. In every game, George King continues to make the shots, and Josh Fortune continues to make shots, and even Dom Collier's making his three-point shots, and Thomas Akizili. Every game, they continue to do that and keep doing it consistently. I get a better feeling about this team. So the fact that they just keep on doing that, and they did it tonight, hitting 10, if you can continue that, that is how you're going to have success. And I think it's a really good thing, and Josh Scott even talked about it. It takes a lot of pressure off him when he knows that there's guys out there that can hit that shot. He said, if they double me, good, because the way we're moving the ball right now, we're going to make those threes. So I think that's a very encouraging thing.
All right, well, they'll be back on this court on Wednesday night. Signing off from the Coors Event Center.